pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, first and foremost, let's welcome Alan Dustin to the select board. Welcome, Alan. Thank you. And I'd like to say a thanks to Chris for what he's done, and it is appreciated.
Thank you.
And next, in tradition, it's usually the longest serving selectman as your chairperson, but last year, and I think the year before, we did vote on it.
Looks like you're sitting head of the table now, so.
Tim, you want to be chairperson?
Do I want to do what?
Be the chairperson?
No, I want to nominate you as chairperson.
And I would second that, so. Looks like the vote's unanimous.
Okay. We might as well move on to ambulance.
Okay, awesome. First off,
Make it quick. No.
I want to be out of here quick. I've had quite a day. You guys have got a sole source letter from Stryker stating that they are the sole and only manufacturer of the piece of equipment. We can't get it anywhere else. So I got a sole source letter because there's no way I can get 3 bids.
I got a copy of
Okay, so our previous structure that we have now is failing and failed nearly catastrophic the other night, and whether we like it or not, we have to buy a new one. I'd like to buy it out of the association fund. The total price is $15,000, which is ridiculous. They do not sell used ones because if they go used, the company buys them back themselves, so there's no used ones on the market. They do that deliberately. They will, however, give us $2,500 trade-in for our current stretcher, bringing the price down to $12,000. It should be in there, $534. And I did butter them up for about $400 worth of freebie mounting hardware. And that takes 10 to 12 weeks lead time from the manufacturer. Yeah. So,
So the only thing I see is 15,000. Oh,
Right.
over on the
Yeah,
left, I see.
down the bottom.
Okay, in the notes.
so
And
And-
how much money do you have?
about 19 without looking into it. I've got enough to cover it.
This is the Barber Dairy one?
Correct.
Yeah.
Between the Barber Dairy and our other account of donations.
Okay.
This cot also would integrate to the new ambulance when we do get one. Therefore, that power load system I was telling you about, this is half of it. So it's only another 18,000 additional for the other half of it that would be factory installed when we did get another ambulance. And at the point that the other piece is installed, there would be absolutely no more lifting involved with the patient and some of our older members and even our younger members. It's the #1 cause of back injuries in EMS, and it's becoming the national standard, and the state of Vermont, as of July of last year, mandated the power load system. So you have to have one in Vermont, and I would imagine probably within 35, 40 years you'll have to have one in New Hampshire. But I believe that once we get a new cot, we should also let our insurance company know that we have a power cot. It should reduce our insurance premiums. I don't know if they know that, but if we do, it should reduce them. So, it's a win-win. I don't like the price of it either, but it's what they cost.
I'm just glad you got some money.
Well, that's what it's for.
Stryker only sells direct, they don't sell through distributors?
Correct. Well, this is one of their distributors,
Okay.
but it's factory pricing. So if you went to the distributor in Arizona, they're gonna have the same promotions that the New England one does. And being where we're in this territory, I can only purchase from
Right.
that one.
What about any of the buying consortiums that are out there? We've got one in Massachusetts that we talked about last year.
This is their deal. Maybe, however, there's a 10 to 12 week lead time, and our cot's gonna fail and hurt somebody, and it already has. And my biggest concern is somebody getting hurt at this point. We just need to get it taken care of, and if it's a few extra dollars, then it's a few extra dollars. I would rather just spend the money than hurt somebody to try to save a buck.
Are there other manufacturers?
There is one other manufacturer that makes a different one, but nobody uses them. And we currently have a different one that nobody else uses, and that's why we can't get support or parts, and it's out of it. That company's out of business. So
I
Furno,
really think we don't have any choice.
Seems that way,
Yeah.
I don't like it any better than anybody else, but the Furno Washington is the other brand, and they're 22,000.
What's this thing called, Jesse?
It's the Stryker Power Pro. This is the upgraded, the new version, stripped down, but it will accept a power load.
Is it called a cot or?
Yes.
The power
Stretcher.
company, yeah.
Jesse, we paid $12,000 for the ones we bought 10 years ago, so the price really isn't that bad.
That one we got, that was 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we paid $12,000 for that. And it's been a problem from the very beginning.
No.
And that company is since out of business, so we can't even get it fixed if we wanted to. So with your blessing, I would like to order that because it takes 10 to 12 weeks for it to come.
Thoughts?
What was that email that you sent that said the auditors want?
Auditors want that money returned, it needs to be returned to the trustee of trust funds. It should never been put into the ambulance. It should have been just
But
taken
it
out.
is, so if we spend it before they get it, we're all set.
Yeah, because you're gonna be asking for it.
The other part of that is the invoice, it'll be a 30-day invoice after delivery, so it won't be invoiced until probably June 30th to July 1st. Invoiced for the cot. So,
Mhm.
So are they saying it needs to be put back in and then,
What's, they said what's left should be put back in.
oh,
Right,
So if there's nothing left, we're all set. But it's 30 days, I don't know, when does that have to go back in? As of January 1st?
the sooner the better, but this was before Jesse came forward with a purchase for equipment that clearly is, causing harm for our residents. I can certainly reach out to them, I could call Greg tomorrow and see if there is an issue as far as being, I don't think there is, I think they just do not want that money sitting in there idle. It really should
Oh,
have
we can
been
take care of that.
the $2,500 just for the defibrillator, and the remaining should have gone right
Jesse
back.
doesn't have $15,000 in his budget.
No, he doesn't, no.
I don't see an issue with it. Needs to be done.
Sounds like the other one's a liability, so.
Go.
awesome.
If it's gonna be like 2.5 months, is there anything we can do in the interim? Like, how dangerous is this thing? Can we borrow a good one from another department, or?
I have